How's it going? It's Electron Man. We got a little project today. We're going to take a look at a Pioneer vintage stereo receiver, an SX-650. Actually, my brother-in-law picked this up at the garage sale, and he wanted me to check it out, and I think he got it for a song, but it's not functioning correctly right now. I just went ahead and just threw it on the bench. Go ahead. Here's what she looks like. She's in pretty good shape. Got a little bit of wood damage around it, but I mean the screen looks nice. I don't see any of the knobs broke off or anything, but initial ones, it's got no volume. I've got a speaker hooked up to it, but if you turn the volume all the way down, there's up, all the way down. You hear that? Just got barely anything coming out of it. Initial test is, I know one thing. When you power it off, remember I told you about the protection circuit when you turn it on? Hear that second click? So the amp section appears that it's not in protection mode, but we got something weird going on here. The only place that's got any sound at all is right at the very bottom of the, when you bottom out the volume, it's got just a, I don't know if you hear that or not. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and break into it and see what we got here, see if it's worth repairing. Hopefully it is. I mean, these are some nice receivers. I actually had the SX-650 when I was back in high school. Love that thing. This is very similar to it. A little bit different. Mine had a toggle switch for on and off. This actually uses the speaker power on and off. Comes over here on this. But pretty full featured little receiver here. Probably 45, 50 watts. These things rocked. I mean, I know I got some complaints from the neighbors in the apartments with the 680. So yeah, this thing should rock on down if we can get her working again. Anyway, let's go ahead and get inside of her and see what we got going on. Let me go ahead and switch the camera around here so we can get a better view when I get the case open here, and we'll take a look at it. I'll be right back. I hope that gives you a pretty good view. I got the screws out now. We're going to go ahead and pull the top off of it. I think that'll get you a good view. I'm working off my new bench now, so I'm kind of learning as we go. Built a little mount here. Whoop, stop shaking. See if that works good. I think I got a pretty good view of it there. Let's go ahead and take a look at it. Oh God, it is dirty. Ugh. I wonder if dirt's why it's not working right. Could just be the volume control needs some TLC. The good thing is it looks like it's easy to get to the switches to clean them. That's a positive. Man, look at this. We got a mud dauber over here. I don't know if you can see that or not. We got some guy decided to go ahead and make one of his voltage regulators a home. I mean, you can tell he was in the nest and came out. Anyway, I think I'm going to stop right here, and we're going to get some air and do a little TLC on it before I go any further, because wow, I mean, wow, this thing is filthy. It looks like it's been sitting in a garage for years. Yeah. Okay, I'll be back, guys. Let me get her clean and see what we got. Okay, well, at least I got like most of the mud dauber nest off of there. Man, that stuff was like I had to get a pick and pick it off of there. I mean, it did not want to come off, but anyway, I got it cleaned off. We're going to go ahead, and first thing we're going to do is, fortunately, all these switches over here are easy to get to, so we're going to put a little cleaner in them. Just working. Let me go ahead and get these. Looks like these toggle switches. Probably the easiest way to get them is going to be lean it back and go to the front. feels a lot better. That volume's still stiff. Hit that again. It's really dirty. I have to hit him for a can of a CRC cleaner. Those all feel good now. Okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and set her down here. Hate that surface rust, but it is what it is. At least it's not like nasty now. Let's see if we improved anything here. Can't believe all them bulbs are still working. Amazing. Yeah. Man, it almost came up there for a minute. I don't know if you heard that or not. It's interesting thing now. It is no longer at minimum volume making noise. Coming in and out. Okay, we got some type of bad connection here in the volume control. Yeah. I don't know if it's just still dirty or what. Let me go ahead and get her up here. Let's see, this power output. Unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to be able to show you me scoping some of this stuff here. Oh. I didn't set up the camera that way. It'd have to be behind me. Let's just do a little sniffing here. Right channel, left channel. Okay, I got signal there. No signal there. So I'm getting voltage on one side and I'm not getting any on the other side, so we're definitely not getting it to the amp. So let's go with the culprit over here. Okay, I'm definitely getting it in. Hey, look at that. Look at that. I was just probing it. And I take it off. Okay, so what we got... Okay, we got a bad connection here. Okay, we can handle that. What's staying now? Bigly, it went away. Okay. Okay. Yeah. This looks like this might be an easy one, guys. Second place I checked, and it popped up on me. Okay, how hard is this thing going to be to get to solder is the question. Yeah, I can actually hear the output now. Yeah, I'm gonna stop it. You don't want to watch me take off 100 screws, but I gotta get this bottom off. I'll be back. Okay, guys, I got the bottom off. Actually, the bottom's nice and clean. I was surprised. I expected to see the same kind of grime. Unfortunately, I don't think I'm gonna be able to get in close enough. But if you look right here on the volume control, which is these 6 tabs here, that inner tab right there, when I wiggle it, I can actually see that that's got a bad connection there. It's actually probably because this thing got so corroded, they torqued on it so hard they actually, either that or just over time. But anyway, there's that one solder joint right there. I can point it with something that's non-metallic, but right here, that joint right there is bad. So let's go ahead and flip it on its back here. We'll go ahead and hit all of them since we're going to be there anyway. And go ahead and hit them all here. Freshen them up. Yeah, this one right here. Definitely a bad joint. That middle one's set spec too. This one's okay, but we're going to go ahead and freshen them all up. Obviously, it's taking some stress, so okay, just like that. Okay. Do I still have my antenna hooked up? Let's see here. Easy scope. Yeah, I've still got my antenna hooked up. Let's see what we got now. Boom. Trying to sound something that doesn't have music on it. Oh, we can go over to AM, I guess.
Yeah. The Blitz text line is always open. 918-262-5072. You can text us anything you want at any time.
All right, coming to you live from the Tulsa Oilers hockey studios here on the Blitz 1170. Go and check out the Oilers coming up because they've a lot of cool things that are including high school night on February 23rd.
Everything seems to be functioning.
Giveaways as well. The first 1,000 fans. That game starts at 7:05. Remember.
Okay, well. Okay, let's do a little cleaning on it. I'm putting a little back together here. Wow, that was an easy one. Amazing, something this old. It looks like it was setting up in an attic or a garage somewhere. It had mud daubers in it and an inch of dust on it. One bad solder joint, and appears we've got her back up and functioning. I'll go ahead and do some more tests on it. Let me go ahead and kind of put it back together here. I got it a mess right now. Okay, guys, we're doing a little testing here. Everything seems to be functioning perfectly. I did go ahead and adjust the BIOS to make sure the channels were equal. As you can see up here, I've got left and right channels, or channel 1 and channel 2, and you can see that the output is even. In fact, if you turn it up, you can see output's perfectly even on both channels, and of course you can use the balance. That's the left, that's the right. We're looking good. It was a small adjustment. Left channel was a little bit weaker than the right, so I just went ahead and tweaked it a little bit, but really wasn't necessary. But hey, if we're going to be anywhere, we might as well make it perfect, right? So anyway, guys, there you go. She's looking mighty fine there. Yeah, if I was on my big bench, I could throw a signal in there, a signal generator, and instead of just hash is what basically that is, and I would have a nice sine wave. But I'm just looking for peak to peak, so we're good there. Anyway, let me go ahead and put it back together, clean it up a little bit, and we'll do a final look at it. Hey guys, we'll just kind of go through the stereo for the end of this video. Here's the back side of it. Of course, it's got your antenna connections. It's got A and B, so it's a 4-channel receiver. It's got switch sockets over there, so you could hook like your tuner up or whatever. And when you turn the stereo on, it turns it on. There's your AM antenna. And then it's got a phono input, an auxiliary input, and 2 tape monitor inputs. And it's also got a DIN input for, I guess, if your recorder had a 5-pin DIN connection. Not super overpopulated, but for this time of or this era, like 70s, early 80s, this is pretty full featured, and it'll definitely rock. Let's go ahead and go. Okay, here's the front of the SX-650. Of course, it's got a tuner built in. It's got treble and bass. I like that they're detinted. That's kind of cool. It's got A and B plus A and B speakers. It's got balance, volume, loudness, stereo, and then your tape 2 monitors, and then it's got your selector input switch for AM, FM, phono, and auxiliary. So the cool thing with tape monitors is any of these inputs you can input through the tape monitor. But anyway, if you know stereos, that's the way to go. But it's actually I did a voltage test on it with the math, and I'm actually seeing about 48 watts per channel, but this thing's rated at 35. But that's pretty normal. That back in this era, they were really underrated, where they're overrated now. So it's rated at like 35 watts at 0.3% total mic distortion, and I was getting about 48 watts a channel. So it's a healthy little receiver. Everything functions as it should now.
I don't think he did anything.
No, no scratchiness or nothing.
The New York Times or the Washington Post or the Wall Street Journal.
Bass works.
There's a real difference. That said, some of what WikiLeaks
treble works.
Was hugely important.
I don't know if you can tell that difference or not.
Informing the public.
Loudness works.
And it is also true that
and the lights all work, which they worked. I didn't even have to work on them. The stereo light works. Power light works. It's kind of neat that the power switch is also connected to the speakers. That's unusual. I wasn't familiar with this model. But anyway, guys, hopefully you enjoyed this little, I'd call it mini restoration. It's not in the perfect condition that, I mean, if it were in better condition and, you know, obviously you wanted to invest the money, I would pull the front panel off, clean the glass behind it. I could see some dust and stuff in behind there that would be nice to clean off. Obviously soak the knobs, make them all nice, brand new like. Probably do a recap, or at least the majority of the caps in there. The caps look good in it though, but I mean, if you wanted to do a full-blown restoration, but to me, this is a good, either it could be either a shelf queen, or you could actually use this for your home stereo. I promise you, this is very capable to fill a room with sound. Anyway, guys, hopefully, as I said, you enjoyed this little mini restoration on that Pioneer SX-650 receiver. As always, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, give me a thumbs up, and have a great day. This is Electron Man.